Hey friends, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Molly Ann, and welcome to everyone that came back that aren't new here. So I'm doing something different. I'm doing little videos now here and there in between my hobby videos that are just more about just talking to you. And I also am doing this for myself because I have a problem with being in front of the camera. So I'm trying to get used to this and being more comfortable with it. And I also want to look at you through my camera, so it's like I'm talking to you, because if I look at myself, I'm talking over here, and that's rude for one, and it just doesn't seem as personable, right? One thing I want to do too is make these videos short, and I also want to promote videos and people that are on other channels that I totally absolutely adore, and I love what they have to say about things. Now, one of the people that comes to mind is Sue, and she's from Approaching 60. And the last video that she had, I found fascinating with the topic, because she was saying about how when we give people advice, how really what that advice we're giving is something we want to give to ourselves. So it's something that maybe we want to work on ourselves, but we give the advice to others. And then what that led me into thinking about is what in my own life, the advice I give people. So, and these are things that now that I'm past 50, that I totally do and that I didn't do before. One thing I am done, I have a little list of things. I don't like to read things off, but my brain is not very good at remembering things, so I have to. I don't have any choice here. However, one is done being in groups and trying to fit in. So I even did that all through my 30s and 40s, and when I hit 50, and then the pandemic, and then everything. So now I don't even try that anymore. I'm not in groups anymore. I'm not in clubs. I used to be in Momentum Art Guilds, and I used to be in clubs like book clubs and things like that. And that's fine for you that love to do that. I'm not knocking them. I think they're awesome. But they're not for me anymore. I'm not a group person. I don't want to have to fit in. I don't want to be the mold of what other people think is what I guess is the norm, maybe. I don't know how else to put it. I guess when I felt like I was myself, people kind of didn't like that. Like, let's just say I don't talk politics ever or religion ever. And I won't do that on this channel, and I don't even do it in my private life at all. And I don't do it, especially in public. I don't even do it in my private life because I'm not into that. So the thing is, a lot of these, let's say book club, for instance, women are very liberal, and they're usually more democratic a lot of times. And if you don't fit in that mold and talk about politics and being totally democratic, then you are going to be looked down on, and you're going to be like the outsider. So that's just one little example, and I won't do that. I'm done with that, not doing it, not going to pretend it's over. So that is out of my life entirely. I am not even going to try. It's just done. Number 2 is keeping views personal. So like I said, that's what I just said. I keep my views personal about a lot of things, not just religion and politics. I have a lot of things I keep my views personal about, which is I'm not going to say on here because I'm keeping them personal. So you're not going to know. So number 3, doing what I want when it comes to activities. And that basically comes under the same category. I'm not going to go and do things with other people that I don't want to do. And if it makes me uncomfortable. Personally, I don't like big cities. I will go into the big city because my daughter lives in the big city, but I'm not one to seek that out. I won't do that very often. It's just, it gets on my nerves, big cities. And then stop comparing. Now, that one actually is pretty easy for me to do. I used to do a lot more when I was younger. Again, I really don't compare anymore. I can't say I do. I used to a lot. Yeah, I don't know. That just kind of faded away. Thank goodness. Because that was really not fun, and it's stressful, and it gets you nowhere, and it just makes you feel miserable. And some women that when they get older, they still compare themselves to other women, and they want to get work done to their faces maybe, or their whatever, just because they want to keep looking a certain way that they feel like will make them more accepted, I guess, in their surroundings. I'm not real sure. I'm done with that too. I don't care. Stop caring about looking younger and growing old. And okay, that's I already kind of touched on that, didn't I? So growing old gracefully, to me, that's just, for me, the best way to grow old is gracefully and not fight it, and be healthy, of course. Healthy is the main thing. Eating healthy, once in a while indulging. I'm not saying you never should eat certain foods. That's kind of a personal thing too that I'm not going to even talk about a lot on here, because I don't want to get into this isn't good for you, that's good for you, da da da. So I'm not doing that either. So I don't know. That's all for this video, because I wanted to keep it short. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you got something out of it. And please go over to Approaching 60 Sue's channel. I will put her in the descriptions, her link to her channel. So see you next time. Bye for now.